Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we're going to go over to variety, and this is in the home film and news category. And this is about Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey says he didn't come out publicly as gay because his father was a white supremacist and a neo-Nazi. Um, the article is done by Brent Lane and Antonio Frame. I apologize if I mispronounced the name, but I will list it down in the details as I always do. And it says Kevin Spacey says that he struggled to come out publicly as gay because of his father's racist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic views. My father was a white supremacist and a neo-Nazi, Spacey said of his father, Thomas Fowler. I had never talked about these things publicly ever. Uh, he added, I grew up in a very complicated family dynamic. The mission came out on the witness stand in New York City on Monday, where Spacey is facing off against Anthony Rapp in a $40 million civil lawsuit. Rapp claims Spacey made unwanted advances against him in 1986 when Rapp was 14 years old. In his own testimony, Rapp has accused Spacey of being a fraud for not being openly gay. Okay? To call someone a fraud is to say someone is living a lie, Spacey said. I wasn't living a lie. I was just reluctant to talk about my personal life. Growing up, Spacey said his family moved around a lot because his father was frequently unemployed. He said he was terrified as a child and was forced to listen to his father's racist and bigoted lectures, which prevented him from bringing friends to the house. He said when he told his father that he wanted to be an actor, he was told, don't be a F word. Okay? I won't say it here because it's derogatory, Spacey said. I certainly had a degree of shame. He said he was inspired to become a performer because he loved making his mother, Kathleen, laugh, and because she instilled a love of movies in her son. Spacey was one of Hollywood's most acclaimed actors, winning Oscars for work in The Usual Suspects, American Beauty, and starring in Netflix series House of Cards. Not to mention, he has also done uh, voice cameos for Call of Duty. And yeah, so continuing on with the article. It says, but after Rapp accused the star of assault in 2017, BuzzFeed article and other accusers made similar allegations against Spacey. His career imploded. On the witness stand, Spacey walked jurors through his early days as an actor trying to make it professionally, uh, talking them through roles in regional theater and his initial success as a member of the Jack Lemmon-led revival of Long Day's Journey into the Night. I was broke, Spacey said of that time period. I had no future. Spacey's legal team scored a major victory before the actor even took the stand. Judge Lewis A. Kaplan dismissed emotional distress charges against Spacey, who now only faces battery charges. I'm not looking to duplicate damages, Kaplan said. And that is the end of the article as it is written. And basically, you know, I get that, and I get that he had to explain that because the accusation of him being a fraud was put out there, so that makes sense. However, given the countless of people that have come out against him, regardless of what his orientation is. And I want to make that very clear. Um, him being gay does not make him more or less predatorial than any straight person. I want to make that very clear. This is not going to be a bash on what a person's orientation is or what they choose to quote unquote be with or lay down with. At the end of the day, it's really not none of our business. For me, however, that still doesn't give him an excuse for the behavior, um, alleged behavior and alleged acts that has been leveled against him. Um, Everything will come out in the court of law. Um, I understand a lot of people come up and, dysfunctional, complicated, however you want to phrase it, uh, home lives, but a lot of those people do not uh, do certain things. Um, you know, whether it be what Kevin Spacey is being accused of or other uh, horrendous acts as well. So, yeah, it's really sad. I'm glad that that did come out because it gives a little bit of backstory about him as a person and an actor. However, again, I must stress, uh, uh, minus his orientation, what he prefers, what he doesn't prefer, uh, that still doesn't give him an excuse to, I had a bad upbringing, da 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 da. My whole thing about this is, uh, and this goes for anybody. If you are growing up and you make decisions, um, eventually it's going to stop becoming the responsibility of your parents and what they did or did not do. I'm not saying that's the case for Kevin Spacey. However, this is just my opinion. Uh, that doesn't give you the excuse to act a certain way, talk a certain way, treat people a certain way, violate people in a certain way, etc., etc. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, we are responsible for our own lives, our own destinies, our own paths. It's in the choices that we make. And I think it's very convenient in a lot of other cases and situations that have came out in the stories and news where people tend to blame the parents when in fact people can come from a loving background, a very supportive background, and all of those things, and still choose to take that wrong path. Question, well, case in fact, Jeffrey Dahmer, which has been a hot topic. His father loved him. He doted on him. He was an active participant in his life and everything. And he still turned out to be one of the most noted serial killers slash cannibal in American history. If you haven't read Jeffrey Dahmer's father's book, I, would recommend that you go pick that up. He was definitely in his life. He definitely, instilled values in him, and he still chose to go out there and do what he did. And I'm only just using that as an example. Please do not try to, tie them together or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't misunderstand. That is only an example. However, that's just one example of many cases and things like that. So I'll be interested in seeing how this plays out. I've kind of stayed away from, actually talking about this because of the nature of it, and I don't want to, have that jam-packed in my videos, all the time. Sometimes I want to bring y'all, stories that make you feel good. Sometimes I want to bring you other stories, you know. So, for example, I just did a video on the snow crab population um, that is depleted by a billion uh, due to global warming, not overfishing. Uh, you know, is an example. However, I would definitely like to hear what you guys have to say, so drop down in the comment section as we always do. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I want to take this time right now to thank you so much for your support and thank you for watching this video. And I will get with you guys in the next one.